Shedeur Sanders poised to break Saints' 54-year QB draft tradition amid Derek Carr's injury setback. In a stunning potential shift for the New Orleans Saints, the franchise stands on the verge of breaking a tradition that has lasted over 5 decades. At the heart of this possible revolution is none other than Shedeur Sanders, the rising star quarterback from Colorado. With Derek Carr's future in question due to a shoulder injury, the Saints may be forced to make a historic move, selecting a quarterback in the first round of the NFL Draft for the first time since 1971. For years, the Saints have remained consistent in their approach to quarterbacks: acquire experience, invest in veterans, and avoid early draft picks at the position. But Derek Carr's recent injury could change all of that. Carr, who was expected to lead the Saints into the 2025 season, is now a major question mark. Shoulder surgery is on the table, and even if he recovers, his readiness and long-term durability remain uncertain. This sudden vacuum at quarterback has thrust the Saints into an unfamiliar position, one where they must consider building from the ground up. Enter Shedeur Sanders. The son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, Shedeur has not only inherited his father's athleticism, but has also developed a sharp football IQ and an undeniable leadership presence on and off the field. From his viral high school moment, when his father famously pulled him aside for getting too emotional during a game, to his calm and commanding presence at Colorado, Shedeur has matured into a quarterback built for big moments. On the April 17th episode of ESPN's Get Up, draft expert Mel Kiper Jr. stirred up even more intrigue by suggesting Shedeur would be a perfect fit for the Saints. Shedeur Sanders in a dome. Atlanta's also a dome. And you got Carolina, Tampa Bay. I would say, why not Shedeur? It would be a perfect fit in New Orleans, Kiper said. He even placed Sanders as the 5th best player on his draft board, a ranking that would make him a legitimate target for the Saints, who currently hold the 9th overall pick. But will it actually happen? Despite the buzz, skepticism remains. NFL insider Adam Schefter added complexity to the narrative, revealing that many around the league aren't convinced the Saints will go for Sanders. When you talk to people around the league, I don't think they believe the Saints are taking Shedeur Sanders, Schefter remarked. There's also the matter of history. The last time the Saints selected a quarterback in either the first or second round of the NFL Draft was in 1971, when they picked the legendary Archie Manning. Since then, they've opted to trade for or sign veteran signal callers rather than develop young prospects from scratch. This tradition has defined their QB strategy for 54 years, making a potential Sanders pick all the more groundbreaking. Still, change may be inevitable. With other teams like the New York Giants expressing interest in moving up or down in the draft, the board is far from settled. The Saints could find themselves in a bidding war, or be forced to act fast before another team pounces on Sanders. The Steelers, for example, have been linked to Sanders as a possible pick at number 21, though many experts believe that would be a steal. And Shedeur? He's not shy about his aspirations. Speaking during the NFL Combine, he made it clear, if you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't get me. His message was as confident as it was defiant. He doesn't just want to play in the NFL. He wants to lead, elevate, and transform. His alma mater clearly agrees. The Colorado Buffaloes recently announced they will retire the jerseys of both Shedeur Sanders, number 2, and Travis Hunter, number 12. A rare honor that underscores their impact and talent. That move sent a powerful message to NFL teams. These players are special, once-in-a-generation talents. So, will the Saints take the leap and draft Shedeur Sanders, breaking with half a century of tradition? Or will they play it safe and stick to their old ways, hoping Carr recovers in time to steer the team? As draft day approaches, all eyes will be on New Orleans. One phone call could change everything. For the Saints, for Sanders, and for the future of the franchise. The countdown has begun. Deion Sanders' potential Travis Hunter replacement announces major update as Colorado HC warned about locker room meltdown. It's a new day in Boulder, and not everybody's ready for it. Coach Prime's empire is shifting. With Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders heading to the NFL, Colorado football is entering a whole new era. An $11 million a year contract just locked Deion Sanders in through 2029, but the spring transfer portal's already got him scrambling for his next chess piece. And just when a former 5-star talent made a big move, Buffs insiders dropped a warning. This next chapter might come with serious locker room fireworks. Hakeem Williams, the highly recruited five-star wideout from the Mike Norvell era at Florida State, is back on the market. Injuries kept his career from ever really taking off in Tallahassee, but his raw potential? Still elite. Now, word is he's lining up a visit to Boulder. Williams was that guy coming out of high school, a 98 grade from 247 Sports, number 24 overall in the 2023 class. He chose FSU over Georgia, Pitt, and Miami. His frame, speed, and flashes of brilliance made scouts raise eyebrows. But injuries stacked up like unpaid parking tickets. A sprained ankle, a nagging hamstring, and finally a broken thumb after a bizarre sideline accident? Tough breaks, literally. Now, with 2 years of eligibility left, he's hitting reset, and Colorado's firmly in the picture. Buffs insider Jake Schwanitz literally confirmed that Williams is low-key scheduled to visit Boulder next week. That trip includes stops at Syracuse and Pitt. But let's be real, Coach Prime's name still holds heavyweight sway. Williams to Colorado? It's more than just buzz, it's very much in play. From five-star swag to FSU frustration, Williams' FSU tenure never lived up to its five-star billing. He put up just 267 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns in 2 seasons. But when he was healthy, he flashed real promise. That freshman touchdown against Syracuse? That was his Heisman moment. And let's not forget, this isn't just any potential transfer. This is the same Hakeem Williams who once went viral for throwing shade at Travis Hunter, saying on IG Live, "Go Noles, baby. Ain't no Travis Hunter over here. We locked in, time to work." That line hit hard. Travis had flipped from FSU to Jackson State under Deion, shocking the country. It was a bold move that eventually paid off. Hunter won the Heisman and is now projected as a top 3 pick. Williams, meanwhile, stayed loyal to the Noles and now might be walking into Hunter's old locker in Colorado. "Could never be me," Hunter clapped back on X at the time. Boy, did he lie. Now, the fans are already side-eyeing this move and warning Deion Sanders, potential locker room meltdown. Trouble brewing in Boulder? Deion Sanders issued stark meltdown alert. Here's where it gets sticky. The Buffs' locker room is still healing. Hunter and Shadur were the emotional anchors. Replacing that leadership takes more than talent. And the second fans caught wind of Hakeem's visit, the alarm bells started going off. Comments on Schwanitz's post blew up. "Isn't this the dude who was taking shots at Travis Skull?" one fan asked. Another added, "Don't trust it. He's using the name for buzz. It's not just fans with receipts." Players talk. You know, some of those Buffs remember that 2022 IG Live clip. It's not about one comment. It's about energy. And the question is, does Hakeem bring the type of energy this team needs, or the kind that fractures trust before camp even starts? Given the bad blood between Travis Hunter and Hakeem Williams, there's concern that if Williams joins Colorado, it could low-key disrupt the locker room dynamic. Some teammates might not be too thrilled about welcoming him in. Look, Deion Sanders has built his program around belief, swagger, and culture. He doesn't need haymakers, he wants soldiers. Loyalty matters. Chemistry matters. And after a rocky 2024, Colorado needs less drama and more cohesion. That $10 million contract extension wasn't just about recruiting hype. It's a statement. Colorado's riding with Deion Sanders, win or lose. But with the program at a pivot point, Prime's next few moves are going to shape the next 3 years. Last season was a tale of 2 halves. Colorado started hot, faded fast, and missed the postseason. Now with Hunter and Shadur gone, there's no safety net. Every transfer, every recruit matters. Which brings us back to Hakeem. If Coach Prime sees something in him, something worth betting the culture on, then maybe this is a redemption arc. Maybe Hakeem grows from the guy who made brash statements into the guy who makes game-breaking plays. But that's a big maybe. If Hakeem Williams suits up in black and gold this fall, he won't just be catching passes. He'll be stepping into the shadow of Travis Hunter, wearing the weight of old receipts and fresh expectations.